Alrighty. After a long wait, we finally have a match going live. Took 3 tries, but third time is the charm. We are live in this knife round. People are dying left and right. We'll take this moment to go down the rosters. Tonight we have Keyboard Warriors and Fighting Squirrels. Over there on the Keyboard Warriors, we got Mommy, Randy, Mur, Crazy S, and Pat F, who was nice enough to send me a request to cast this match. On the side of Fighting Squirrels, we've got Liam, Nick Noob, Loth, AML, and the best name in the server, Dildozer Dave. If anyone was wondering. So I will be biased to Dildozer Dave, because that name is just beautiful. We will be going live. I don't remember who won the knife round already. Was not paying quite attention to that, but Keyboard Warriors is going to be starting out on the CT side, Fighting Squirrels over there on the terrorist side. And this is the first map of Cash I've casted this season, and looking forward to it. Nice little NA map. Very puggy. Perfect for open. People just can work on their aim duels and rush B, like Fighting Squirrels are doing right now. Flashbang's going to come in. Nade is going to come and chew up 3 of these players quite heavily. But they're on the site versus 2. Murr gets the first frag, but Loth answers it right back. Nick Noob picks up the second. It's going to be a 3v4 retake, but the health is not looking good on the side of Fighting Squirrels. Ooh, Mommy gets a quick 2-pick off there. Buff boost on Crate next to Tree. Answered back by Loth, and Pat F is going to come down and take AML. So Loth, sole player for this terrorist side. He's got to fight off 2 players. USB is full armor, and he does not have the bomb planted yet. He's got time to play with, though. Tries to bait other players. Very dangerous. They're dividing around, and he's going to go down. Might have just wanted to plant that bomb. Got a little bit more money in your pocket going into the next round there. Fighting Squirrels doing their best, but Keyboard Warriors, they're going to take the first round. And oh, we're going to see some shoddy action. Randy picked up a Swag 7. Meanwhile, Trip UMPs and a FAMAS. Well, 1 rifle to boot, but we're going to be on the Randy cam right now and see where he goes with this. He is headed over towards the A site along with all these terrorists, so we're going to see what he can do. Flashbang's going to come in and slow them down slightly. He hears the footsteps and he's holding up close. Flashbang's going to come out and spots the first player, gets the first frag, gets the second. Randy demolishing some people, but Pat F steals one of those kills and answered right back by Loth, who took out 2, I believe. Oh no, one of those was taken out by Nick Noob. But Loth takes out the Tech 9 and suddenly 2 more go down. This guy's looking dangerous. It's down to a 1v1 now. Loth with 3 kills. Last to be alive in the round, 2 rounds in a row. Let's see if he can clutch this, though. Once again, hesitating to plant the bomb. He's going to go tuck himself around into default, planning for safe. Murr going to throw down the grenade, splash some damage. The UMP comes up aloft with a Tech 9, picks himself up a quad kill. And Fighting Squirrels drag themselves up to another little tie score. Not a bad way to start off this map of Cash for either team. Keyboard Warriors, though, they're going to be in a very light buy. Looks like 1P 250 so far. A couple more follow that. Fighting Squirrels, though, they salvage that FAMAS on Loth. 2 Tech 9s and 2 Mac 10s in the hands of the rest of those tiny little handed squirrels. They're going to play this slightly slower, divided up. 2 players in garage, 2 players holding over towards sunroom. And looks like AML is going to be holding a bit far back. Molotov is going to come out. Does look like it landed in the right place. It'll flush one of those players out from back of sight. We do have actually 1 player pushing up in towards Vents. That's Nick Noob right now. AML actually picks up a player off the flank, but Auto Director said we didn't need to watch that one, so I'm going to nix that right in the butt. Crazy S, he's going to be first point of contact. Actually, Murr was, as Liam rushes right in with that Tech 9. Gets 1. Nick Noob gets another Tech 9 kill. These things are dangerous in the hands of these Squirrels. I think they're the right weapon of choice, but Crazy, Randy, they pick up 1 each of them. Loth, though, puts Crazy right down. And suddenly Randy, last one alive with a UMP. He did salvage, but that's going to get taken right out of his hands. Liam picks himself up a second kill, and almost a team ace right there for Fighting Squirrels. They are looking very strong, and that's just with pistols. Curious to see what's going to happen once both these teams are on full buys. However, what you're going to see, a couple upgraded pistols, light splattering of utility on the hands of Keyboard Warriors. Looks like a nade stack's going to come through towards mid. However, no one's going to be there. Actually, grenade does go over boost. Second one does as well, but barely any damage done until that third one comes through. These players, they're all rushing through A-halls right now. Free entry on the site as 4 of those players on the CT side were stacked up over towards mid. Liam's first point of contact puts him down, splashes some damage on the other, and gets him with 6 HP left. Mommy spots out the player, jumps back, trying to fight off anything with the ESEA-O speed. Another player jumps up on top of the hood. Liam gets another twofer. Actually, that was 2 on the end of the round. He was the first one to get those 2 UMP kills. He picks himself up a quad, and the bank is just already padded going into this 5th round for Fighting Squirrels. However, Keyboard Warriors, after losing those 3 rounds, they're going to be able to buy in this. Not too bad of a buy. Decent utility, 3 M4s, and 2 FAMASs. Liam is opting to... Okay, there. He did pick up a weapon. At first, I thought he was just going to be on the Tech 9 since he was doing magic with it anyways. We're going to have a little default setup right here for Keyboard Warriors. However, Pat F is going in there through the smoke. Flashed himself in. I think he may have got spotted out or at least heard as that player has backed off of A halls. And now we're going to slow things down. Mommy holding up Sugar Cube or White Box. I call it both those names at different times of the map. And... nobody looking to get too more aggressive other than that one player holding over my locker room. It's going to get smoked off at mid. Murr is over there on B side alone. Mommy holding up close behind that smoke and does a fair bit of damage. Aim actually takes him out in the end, but through the smoke, Nick Noob gets the kill. Randy's going to answer that right back. Fighting Squirrels now losing 1-man advantage to Keyboard Warriors, and 56 seconds left in the round, so they've got to pick something up and pick a site very soon. There is a player over there in Vents, so small bit of information, but the rotation has come in. One player's backed off out of Z. It's going to be Randy, who's going to go on in there. Smoke has been thrown down at B site. 40 seconds left, guys. More Squirrels. You got to pick a site now. Pat F holding up close in A halls. So he's in prime position to get these guys, but it does look like the boost is going to come through as I fight Auto Director. One player back in the garage. And they are going into A halls. Here it comes. Pat F, 20 seconds left in the round. Can you stall these players out? Spots out the first one. Sprays him down, but can't get the kill. You get a prime opportunity for that. That's pretty sad right there. Dildozer is going to molly off quad box. Laugh. 11 seconds left. You got to put that bomb down, buddy. Bomb has been dropped. Dildozer picks it up. 4. Okay. You have like 1 more second to get that put down. Health is so bad right now, and it gets even worse for the team of Fighting Squirrels as Liam picks up an AK, gets the kill on Randy, but Murr on the opposite side of Red Box is going to sweep around and take him out. Keyboard Warriors are going to pick themselves up a 2nd round. It looked a little shaky there at the beginning, but the slow play worked into the hands of Keyboard Warriors. Fighting Squirrels really needed to decide a little bit faster, and just that mid-rush and holding 2 players mid when they were behind a smoke, it was risky. May not have been the wisest play, but their hand was slightly forced. Anyways, on to the next round. Fighting Squirrels going to pick up the first AWP we've seen. It's going to be in the hands of Liam. AK's in the hands of the rest of the players. And Keyboard Warriors, they're stuck on 2 UMPs and then one of the FAMASs from the previous round, though. Actually, no, Randy salvaged himself up an AK, so that FAMAS had to be purchased. Utility is not the best over there on the CT side. Liam doesn't spot any players early as that smoke does go down, obscures his vision, but he might have a hole on the side of this. Does hear the player running. Does not quite catch him out, though. Pat F holding up in those vents. Peeks out after that flashbang comes up, but nobody's home. Mommy pushing up over to White Box. Smokes are going to come down. Little wall of smokes. That'll allow the terrorists to push right into window. They're not actually in the rotated spot for right now. Pat F may have just been heard. Boost comes up. Nick Noob is there. Gets the kill into Pat F. Spot out the other player who's rotating back towards Sugar Cube. And Mommy's going to run his way up highway. Man advantage in the hand. Ooh, Liam actually finally peeks into beat. Takes down Murr. So definitely man advantage now in the hands of Fighting Squirrels. Need to pick up this bomb and head to a site soon, though. Smoke is going to come out. Block off tree. Mommy peeking out. Gets the frag just in time to back up the player. Actually, it's Crazy S. Combines damage with Mommy, takes out Liam, but Nick Noob answers right back, takes out Mommy. Crazy S gets the spray down with 12 HP left. He's going to take out Nick Noob. AML, though, is here to finish this damage up. 30 seconds left. Other players rotating through vents right now. AML on the right side. They've got the crossfire set up. AML just narrowly gets the kill with 20 HP left. And Randy peeks in, tries to secure the rest of those kills, but Dildozer's going to put an AWP bullet solidly into the back of his chest. Fighting Squirrels now up 4-2. Losing quite a few players, so thankfully they built up all that bank using those UMPs earlier on and the Tech 9s and all that jazz, so they are able to afford some AKs in here. And full utility. Loft, though, only a UMP. We've got a 5-man stack in the garage right now. Meanwhile, over on A, another 5-man stack, and they're just looking for any sort of a coin flip You know, stack it here, hope they show up, but no one's home. So all those players are going to be split 2-3 back here. And AML, he is the first player who's going to see these players. He's flashbang back. Cannot spot them out. Wow! Randy somehow does not get that kill. Crazy Dave manages to get one. That was such a mess right there. But holding the right position, AML managed to stay alive. I don't know if the players were flashbanged or not. It looked like they were coming out of the flash. It's hard to say. Whole lot of mess that previous round. Keyboard Warriors are going to force up into this. I do not like this play. You do not have the money to do this. You do not have head armor on 3 of your players. I mean, it doesn't matter now that all those players are on AKs. You got 3 M4s, you got 1 FAMAS, and Murr's sitting there with the, what is that, a 5.7? I think it actually might be a P2K. No, it is a 5.7. Every now and then you get confused on that. Anyways, Liam, he's going to smoke off Z. Pat is holding over close in the NBK corner. Here's the player shooting through Squeaky as that was opened up. He's going to close the door on him and back on up. Meanwhile, over at mid, Nick Noob has dropped down off of boost. Mommy will be there to spot him out, but Liam actually going to save the day. Rescue his teammate. Loft may have spotted that player up there on balcony. I'm not quite certain yet. Doesn't matter though, as Nick Noob just went up highway, and we're missing all the action. Auto director, please, I beg of you. I need to start paying an observer. Or just getting better at casting and observing myself. So, 1 kill did go in the way of Keyboard Warriors, but there's only 2 players left. MBK corner, there's Bad F. He does get the kill. Crazy spots out the other 2 as the rotation did go over towards B. And it's going to be a 2v3 retake. No utility, except for a Molotov that Pat F picked up. At this point, I would save these weapons, and Liam is going to be able to hear this. Let's see what we can do with it, though, as they are setting themselves up for some exit frags, but that's about all they could hope for at this point. Far too far away from the bomb. No kit. If one of these players just pushes up in the garage, Liam is there laying in wait. I don't know if they heard that zoom, though. He has to be very wary if he makes any more sound. As Crazy S is just on the other side of that wall, and we'll be able to hear it. For now, though, it does look like Fighting Squirrels are going hunting. Spots the player out, does not get the kill. Can Dildozer do it? No, he cannot. At F actually gets 2. And that'll be a slight little minor victory in the pocket of Keyboard Warriors as they lose, I believe, their 3rd round in a row. So that loss bonus is going to start accruing soon, and apparently that's enough money for them to buy into this now. You know what? Force buy up everything. Keyboard Warriors, they don't care. And Loff, he has money, so I'm curious why this has happened. But yeah, you got $6 grand in your pocket. You going for that? You going for that Mac 10? All right, man. I secretly, I guess now it's publicly, wish this comes back to haunt him. I mean, I understand trying to pad your wallet, maybe even discipline down, I don't know, intimidate your opponents with a Mac 10, but really there's not a whole lot of information to be got. It's not the team, it's not the map board, I should say. See, Olaf Meister do that on Olaf Pass occasionally, but when you're kind of named after the map or vice versa, you can't afford those, especially when you used to be the best player in the world. Anyways, we'll see what Loft does with it. Right now, slow play from both teams, and nobody has got aggressive from Keyboard Warriors yet so far. Mommy took some damage earlier on, but that was ages ago. I have no idea where that came from. May have been a wallbang from Liam as he was over there. Right now, closest player towards any of these CTs is going to be Nick Noob. But nothing's going to happen as the player has rotated away from Z. There is a second player rotating over to back him up. Apparently, they think this is going to be a B hit. But right now, AML is the only close one over there. We have 2 players up on the boost, 1 in garage and 1 on mid. But Bomb is tucked away over into A halls, so see what they can do with it. Murr is holding up quite close. So he's going to hear this and see the molly. Liam, though, right above him. Does he check it? He does check it. Ek9 in the hands of Liam. It's the most deadly weapon, apparently. Crazy going to answer right back. Trade that out. Crazy picks up a second, actually, before Nick Noob takes him down, and Randy's going to put down Nick Noob. So 12 seconds left in the round. You guys play this so slow, and now the bomb is falling down. Dildozer Dave, you have 7 seconds to pick up that bomb and plant it. You had the time. Now you don't. Now you just pray that you live, and Mommy is going to make sure that you don't. Mommy tucks him into bed. Buries him 6 feet deep. Fighting Squirrels is the second time we've seen them like almost unable to plant the bomb in one of the previous rounds, but you're just playing the clock too slow. Especially when I believe you had man advantage. Anyways, into the next round. 5 AKs, full utility for Fighting Squirrels, and a little bit of confusion on who's picking up what gun for Keyboard Warriors, which is a really bad time for this, seeing as there's a 5-man rush into B. Pushing through the smoke, Loft is going to get the kill, spots out the second player over there in tree, and Murr's trying to snipe with the CZ. That's not going to pan out for you, buddy, and thankfully Mommy is here to back him up. Let's see one of these players rotate up into heaven soon. It does look like it. What the hell, Mommy? AML gets headbanged through the wall. Oh my good god. That's gotta be disheartening, but action is still going as, who was that? Murr's up close, gets out with a knife out. Lop is gonna put him down. Mommy gets pushed back from the Molotov, tries to open another wall bang, but nobody is there. Tries to go through one with the smoke, but at F is up close on tree. He's gonna take out Liam. So, little exchange of grenades right now. They do have a diffuser kit, but they gotta get in there soon, and so much damage has been done to all these players. And just frags left and right traded out. Only one player left alive, and he's going to get the first kill, so it's down to a 1v1. Horrible health into both these players. Just a couple of chest shots to do it. And Dildo over Dave is playing the clock. He doesn't get the kill, but Randy knows he has to pick up this AWP and run away right now. What a mess of a round. Can he even live through this? Oh, I think he took 1 damage at the end. Let's take a look at that dirty little... I think it was even a no-scope through the wall. Oh my good god. Here he goes. I thought he was going to go right up into heaven, but nope. He just manages to get it. Oh, those are so dirty. Little JW shots. Keyboard Warriors, they have bought up a couple of upgraded pistols, 2 armors, and a couple of flashbangs to play around this AWP. Randy's actually going to be holding up on B. We do have a player up into checkers and a player on back of checkers. Pat F pushed up into squeaky spots. Nobody's there. It's going to give them a little bit of information. Maybe they can read this will be more of a mid to B hit. We shall see. Up close, we've got Loft and A-Halls. These 2 players of the remaining squad are going to go join up the other 2 over there in garage. So hopefully we see a bit of a faster play here. Hopefully Fighting Squirrels are learning their lesson. If not, they can watch this VOD back and hear me yell at them. Minute 5 left in the round, guys. You know they're going to be on an eco. Liam spots out a shoulder and vents, so slight bit of information picked up. Trey's going to come in, takes him down to 5 HP. That was a huge nade. And AML is going to shoot Nick Noob in the feet. Just give Keyboard Warriors a slight advantage. Lop is there in A-Halls. Nick Noob picks off the first player back at checkers, and it's going to open up the B-bomb site. I think one player is left alive here. Who's tucked away in this corner. Dildos or Dave has not checked this yet. He does spot out Mommy, but he's going to be put down. 30 seconds left, guys. Bomb isn't even with... Bomb wasn't even with the B side. It's over there pushed into A. I missed that completely. Nick Noob going to get the second to last kill. Randy is left alive with this AWP for the second round in a row, and he's tucked back by CT spawn. So let's see if they go a-hunting. If they read this at all. Decent little fake towards B. I mean, hell, even I fell for it. But I was just mainly worried about the bomb going down at all with this team. So Fighting Squirrels, they're going to pick themselves up another round in this half. And they're going to go up 8-3 and widen this ever-widening, ever-growing gap. They have over Keyboard Warriors. Randy has been spotted out. I don't know. I mean, why didn't he take that shot? Randy! Randy, please. You spotted the player out, you knew he saw you, and still, when you didn't take the shot, you didn't elect to back up, even though the bomb was about to blow, man. Randy. Randy, please. Someone cut Randy. I'm done with this kid. So now, no AWP, and Pat F has decided to force up a UMP. A couple upgraded pistols, a couple of armors on Keyboard Warriors, and yet again, I don't agree with this whatsoever. That's the 3rd force buy I thought was completely unnecessary. They better do something interesting with it. Then they do get aggressive up into Squeaky as Pat F is all the way through there right now, but the push is already starting to go their way into A-Halls. They back up a little bit. I believe they must have heard a footstep or something. And then we're going to see completely flubbed Molly into that smoke just before it goes away. So a good use of utility there by Loft. Player is holding up close here. He's going to try and put some bullets through the walls. I don't even know if you can wallbang that with an AK, man. I think that's an op-only wallbang. Almost certain. But there are 2 players pushed into mid for Fighting Squirrels. Minute left in the round. Bomb left back in garage. But AML, he does pick up a kill. He's going to back himself up. Loft is there. He does not get any damage off. Mommy is going to put him down. And then, oh, there's a nice little flank there by Mommy. That's what that was. Okay, so there was Liam who got that kill. Liam who went down. You know, I'm just confused at this point. This is a mess of a round. Fighting Squirrels, you're losing the pistols. You're giving away free AKs to players with armor now because you're slow playing this so much and you're not watching your flanks. And Randy comes back and realizes he messed up last round. Gets the final 2 frags of the round, and Keyboard Warriors pick up a round they should have never won. Come on. Fighting Squirrels. Yeah, you take that pause. Let's talk this one out. Alright, Fighting Squirrels, let's pretend I'm there with you right now. What did you do? You tiny little squirrels, your brains are the size of peanuts. You got tiny little arms that can't hold big weapons. And you got tiny little feet that are used to jumping over things, but you can only boost up so many players up on the mid. Then you left a player back behind whose arms are too tiny to pick up the bomb and run with it. So you just sit there thinking, what do I do with these tiny little limbs and this tiny little brain? I'm just going to think about it for far too long. Oh, that's right! I pick up the bomb, I go to the side, and we're all dead. So that's what went wrong. Now, on the back of that, you realize you're slow playing at least 4 rounds that have gone horribly awry and Keyboard Warriors have capitalized off of. Granted, one of those you did win, and you probably shouldn't have. The first round they did win was actually a pistol round, but just calm it down. Nick Noob, he's going to go get himself a drink, and, or maybe he's just salty now. I don't know. You know, it's really hard to say. This has been a complete mess of a first half. And we're going to be going into round 13. Keyboard Warriors finally have themselves a full buy AWP, 3 AKs, so they've got all they need to win this round. Especially since they're only going to be going up against upgraded pistols. 3 Deegs, and I believe Loft is going to pick himself up something if he hasn't dropped another weapon. And we're just going to be waiting for this final player to get back in here. As for the side of Keyboard Warriors, I really don't have too much criticism for them. When they had the eco rounds and they had to be aggressive, they've been aggressive. They've had a nice little flank over there on Squeaky and pincering with A-Hall's 2 rounds now. And they only played out well for one of those, but there's only so much you can do. Really, I don't have a big criticism for them. They have proper rotations. I think their mid player is a little bit weak, and that's was Mommy. I think Randy has changed positions with Mommy once there. We've also seen Randy play B solo with the AWP, but they also have stacked that when, I don't know. They've stacked it occasionally, and it's paid off for him, but I think that was just luck of the draw. I can't say that was good read on the tactics of Fighting Squirrels. Really, I think Fighting Squirrels just have better aim, and if they were just playing these rounds a little bit smarter and a little bit more quick, they would be up probably 2 or 3 more rounds at this point, and have just a dominant like T-side half. So that's really all I can say for Keyboard Warriors. Except for that one criticism that I could reiterate again with Randy spotting out the player when he was trying to save the AWP. I still don't know what that was. Maybe a mechanical issue, technical issue. We shall see. Meanwhile, this pause is going to go on. I'm going to mute my mic and drink some water. Oh, look at that, it's finally over. Oh. Or so it seemed. Okay, there it is. Nearly had me. Alright, we're going to be going back in this round. If you're just joining us, Fighting Squirrels just lost a round they should never have lost, and timeout came in, player rejoined, and we're going live back into it. Keyboard Warriors with their best buy all half. We're in the 13th round. Fighting Squirrels lead 8-4, and they're going to be doing a very Russian strategy. Smoke is going to come in, but it's all the way behind them. Molotov's going to come down, but it's all the way behind them, and that player is going to be spotted out. AML's going to get the frag through the smoke. Loft is there, holding in checkers. It's going to take out Mommy on the rotate. We've got one more player pushing through fence now, but he's hurt, and Liam is in there for the rescue. Loft did quite a bit of damage, but nearly died. They're going to trade out for the Tech 9 that Loft has been so good with, as has Liam. So now it's going to be a 2v5 retake for Keyboard Warriors on a round that should have been theirs, but, you know, just that rush strat. I think you should have seen that one coming, boys. Anyways, right now, Fighting Squirrels going hunting. Pat F does get a frag. Little consolation kill onto Liam, who has been just god tier with that Tech 9. He keeps buying an AWP and not even using it, and honestly, he doesn't need to. Let's see, Pat F does spot at the player, and look at, unlike Randy from earlier, he spots the player and he shoots him. Or even pulls the trigger. I mean, thankfully he hits him as well, but... oh god, nade's gonna come out, boost comes up, and Randy saves saves Pat F. So, Fighting Squirrels, they're gonna bring it right back. It's been a couple of shoddy rounds, but Fighting Squirrels looking strong. They've got the aim on their side. They may not have the best tactics, but who needs tactics when you have aim? Just Phase Squad, circa 2016. Pretty default setup here for the Keyboard Warriors. 2-1-2 split. All the teammates of Fighting Squirrels, they're going to be over there towards mid right now, except for Liam, who's looking for any sort of B aggression, but there hasn't been any of that all game, and I doubt Keyboard Warriors are going to switch that up now. Pat F, holding over by NBK corner, making sure no one pushes up through the long halls, but once again, Fighting Squirrels playing it slow. If you're playing the drinking game at home, every time I say that Fighting Squirrels are playing it slow, take a shot. Mommy trying to put some bullets through there, and he's going to push right back off a white box. Takes a little bit of damage in the process. Fighting Squirrels. The clock is ticking. They're finally getting aggressive, though. Nick Noob is going to get a kill up on highway, so it's going to open up the A-bomb site for them. Only one player is over there currently, and now Fighting Squirrels, you have man advantage, and you sit on your hands. Your tiny little squirrel hands, yet again. I'm gonna lose my shit, boys. Okay, Molotov does come out. That's gonna push him a little bit aggressive. Smoke does come out, but they're selling this as a fake, and let's see if Keyboard Warriors buy it. 35 seconds left in the round. Somewhere, Dildozer gets a kill. Okay, that was over by mid. That was on Mommy. Now 2 players are going to come in. Are they going to check this back box, though? 2 players push back. Crazy, yes, does get a kill, but it's answered back by Dildozer. So somehow Crazy couldn't do 5 damage with that spray. So bomb, 20 seconds to go down. They are planning it. Murr is going to be the first point of contact for him. 2v4 retake. 1 player on 1 health. The second player on 2. Making all sorts of noise right here. He's trying to draw out some sort of aggression, but these players are smart. Their health is that low. They're not going to do that. And wisely, Keyboard Warriors are going to take these 2 rifles they have salvaged into the next and final round of the half. Would not be surprised, though, if Liam and Loft go hunting. These have been the top raggers for these guys. But they are not, actually. Who is that player? Oh, it's AML who is shooting. It looked a little different on the minimap. It's hard to read if they're on mid or checkers sometimes. But AML is like, I'm going hunting. I have 1 HP. Let's go do some magic. And, well, Pat F is going to punish that thought. Let's see. Loft and Liam, top of the scoreboard for their team, 14 and 12 respectively. And Pat F and Randy, 14 and 11. They need to step up their game as does the rest of their team. Hopefully they're a better T side than their CT side, because it's been looking quite dominant on the side of Fighting Squirrels. Going into this last round, though, Keyboard Warriors are going to have full rifles, and they are going to have a fair amount of utility. It could be better, but they've lost rounds with more. AML, I don't think he spotted out Randy, who's now holding up close in the locker room. He's trying to get baited up by Pat F, but Pat F is just going to get the kill regardless. Let's see if Randy gets aggressive off this. He doesn't need to. It's a one-and-done situation, but he hasn't been spotted out, so it'd be a good time for it. If you guys are listening back on the VOD. Fighting Squirrels, though, once again, man advantage and playing it slow. It's their strat, apparently, because no one else does this. Let's see Liam. He's going to go over there, scope towards B. Doesn't have anyone lined up, as both those players are playing on the back of site. Some of these players, though, starting to move up mid. Nick Noob moving his way towards Z. Loft over there by Vent. He's going to get mollied out, though. Steps back into it, spots out the player, tags them up for 4 HP. Oh, that shot will land. That F is going to go down. Randy's going to get aggressive on the back of that, though, as they have tied it up. Man advantage, nil. Nick Noob going to swap out for a second AWP, which is actually good in this situation. He does not get the kill. That must have gone through top of barrels, though. 15 HP. He switches back to the AK, gets the rest of the HP out of there, gets the Dragon on Mommy. That was a little weird. That looks spot on to me. Mur spots out the first player pushing into B. 24 seconds left in the round. 3v2 to go plant this bomb immediately. And the rotation's coming in. Nick Noob does get the first kill. Do they know a second player is there? Though they do now as he gets spotted. Dildozer Dave goes down to 5 HP, but he does get the kill. 12 seconds left. They finally get the bomb plant. And Randy, you got to go for this. 1v3. Health is kind of in your favor, but man advantage has it not. Psst, Randy. Hey, buddy. It's the 15th round. You got to go for this. Hey, Randy. No one's over there. No, Randy. Psst, hey, buddy. Randy! Okay, I'm going to watch the roster for the next coming weeks. If Randy isn't cut, I'm going to throw a fit. Okay, finally goes for it. He has no kid, so he actually can't win this round right now. But you know what? Why not go for it now and try and get some consolation kills to make yourself feel better? There's one. Randy will take that into the T side and try and feel better about himself. Before he's put down by the man with the best name in the server, Dildozer Dave. My God, what are some of these players doing? This is the most open match I've seen so far. 95% of my matches I've casted this season have been open, and this is the most open of them. Oh, I don't know if I'm a little salty from waiting an hour and a half to actually watch and cast a match, but there have been some plays, man. There have been some not like this plays. Anyways, looks like halftime isn't going to be elongated, thankfully. We're going to have Fighting Squirrels pick up full armor and a soul decoy, because why not? How are Keyboard Warriors going to do, though? Looks like one man holding over there watching B halls. The rest of these players are going to go stack up into A halls. Mur is going to be the first player in. They do have a flashbang. Actually, a flashbang into smoke. Pat F spots out a player. Auto director has been turned on. Pat F peeks, pre-fires, not spotting anybody right now, so a little bit of information garnered, a lot of noise made, which actually has pulled the rotation over from Fighting Squirrels. And now Keyboard Warriors, they're starting to look like they have some tactics, and they're going to pile in here making all sorts of noise. So the rotation is going to come right back. Nick Noob gets the first one, fights it out, but Crazy S is going to answer right back. Loft is there, though, backing him up. Bomb is going to be dropped. Loft picks himself up a second one, and Dildozer gets one as well. Suddenly it's all up to Randy, last player alive. He's up there on boost, frantically trying to reload and not kill himself as he nearly fell down off a drop, but AML is going to pick that up. Fighting Squirrels extend their lead by 8 rounds, leading 12-4. And Keyboard Warriors, now you got to ask yourself, do you upgrade pistols now, or do you just try and get a bomb plant and go for a third round rifle round? But I believe we know. If history has taught us anything about this team, always force buy. 2 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles, and a P250, 3 sets of armor, and a scattering of utility. Let's see if they can use this in any useful way. Fighting Squirrels, not getting aggressive off this. One player has been spotted out as Mommy desperately goes for a little 1 dig. Has done 6 damage so far with 7 bullets. Second player's going to join him over at Z, as there has been a lot of noise made, so the rotation is smartly done by Fighting Squirrels. Nick Noob is going to come back over here as he thought about rotating over to Heaven, and he actually is going to get a kill over here on Pat F. Not too shabby. You know, bomb has been dropped over there. Player needs to pick that up soon. Loft gets a beautiful little kill on Mommy. We just missed that one. Thank you, Auto Director. But Crazy S is going to back it right up. Ooh, did he just get tagged through there? I think he may have got tagged through there. I know Ops can. I wasn't sure about AKs, but it seems Scouts can. Randy's going to be here. Spots up the head of the player. Does not go for the shot, though. AML, however, over on A Halls is going to take out Crazy S. bringing severe man advantage into the hands of Fighting Squirrels, but they are very low health. 45 seconds left in the round. Bomb has finally been picked up by Myrrh, but it's going to be all on him. Myrrh, all eyes on you. One player up close, spotted out with the Tech 9. Myrrh gets the kill. Does not go to retrieve the weapon as he only has 34 seconds to make a rotation, get a frag on either of these bomb sites, and put that thing down. It's going to be difficult. Does pick up a flash grenade off the body of a teammate. And this player over here is actually AML, who only has 1 HP. Let's see if he can pull off a miracle. Myrrh does have head armor, but makes a lot of noise, and AML with 1 HP is going to put Myrrh down. Oh, Fighting Squirrels extend their lead yet again, even further. Keyboard Warriors, what you gonna do? Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see who's leading the packs now. Randy almost catching up to Pat F, who is leading his team at 15 kills, and just surprisingly, the kills are evening out on the side of Fighting Squirrels. Keyboard Warriors all stacked up in Garage right now. They're going to have a fast mid-play. Couple upgraded pistols, no armor or utility on the back of it. Loft, actually, I didn't notice this has the swag 7. Gets one, gets a second, but Crazy S is going to drop down on his head and frag him out. Meanwhile, AML spots out the rest of the 2 players, did back up to reload, gets Crazy S down. Suddenly Murray's like, this seems to go, you getting deja vu over here, mommy? Because we're the last 2 players alive. No real weapons in our hands. And Murr is going to be last alive. Until I say that, where Dildozer Dave picks himself up at 2K. Fighting Squirrels about to be on match point now. Let's see if they upgrade those UMPs or if they just feel confident. Because Keyboard Warriors finally have enough money to buy some real weapons. 4 AKs, mommy might go. Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure if he had enough to do that, and armor. But he does pick himself up an AK-47. Bit of utility for that. Looks like they're going to try and smoke off Z. Let's see if this lands where they want it. Loft, though, he's going to molly off grenade, or molly off Garage. Go up close. He's making a lot of noise, though. Boost is going to be up on top of Red Crate. Is he going to expect this? Never mind, that was over on Boost, so that was on Red Crate. The mini-map is so misleading sometimes, but Loft opens it up. Dildozer Dave follows it up as well. It's answered back by Randy, who picks up Loft at mid. AML, he's going to flash himself out. See if he spots anybody. Flash does not work. Pat F spots him out. Actually, there was Randy who spotted him out. And suddenly, things have slowed down. Pat F getting aggressive over here in Z, though, and other players going over towards Vents. But both of the remaining players have split, or all the remaining players have split up 2v2 for A and B site. Although, Quick Noob making a lot of noise, not checking his left hand. You don't have eyes, you're just trying to put bullets blindly through shutter. I don't know what that play is. Dildover Dave gives his position away. Pat F is going to damage him down a little bit, but Randy picks up the kill. And now there's a 2v3 retake, which is completely doable. You've got rounds to spare, plenty of bank built up on these teams. AML clearing out Z. Meanwhile, Liam pushing up close. There is a kit on this player, so he could do something with it. AML, a little hesitant to go in. They need to go in now if they're going to go in. They need to have already tried to go in, so they're just setting themselves up for exit frags now, try and take the weapons out of these players' hands, because the bank is not strong on Keyboard Warriors. If all 3 of these players go down on the bomb, it's going to be bad. Liam actually manages to pick up one of them, and he's there, picks up a second one. Pat F looks like he is going to get away. If he can just get out of there just a little bit further, he might save this AK, and that he does. So 1 player staying alive for either side at this moment. AML did scavenge himself up an AK-47. Plenty of money to buy into the rest of this. Couple dropped rifles for the side of Fighting Squirrels. But Keyboard Warriors, even on the back of that win, are going to be having a really shoddy buy. Mommy gets stuck on a UMP. Actually, AK-47 picked up by Crazy S. Utility a little bit lacking, though, especially as one comes out early to smoke off Z. But, ooh, looks like Loft is actually out there. Gets the frag through the smoke. Beautiful little stuff by him. AML, here's a player up close. He's actually on the other side of Shutter, though. He's going to smoke that off. Meanwhile, Murr pushing up towards Squeaky. And Liam was getting aggressive off that. Murr's going to punish it. One more player over there on the A-bomb side. Murr's going to get him as well. He's opened up the site. Now let's see if the rotations do come in. Bomb is going through A-halls right now. Pat F is in a prime position to punish any players. God damn, that was some alliteration. I'm proud of myself. Pat F going to take out Dildozer, and now it's only up to Nick Noob. He does know where Pat F is, though. Pat F spots him out. Both players spotted each other out now. Nick Noob, he might just want to save this. Gets the kill, and he's going to run. He's thinking about it. He's going to run. tucks himself away up into these vents, and the other two players are not anywhere close enough to go hunting for him right now. So, Keyboard Warriors, they're going to be able to string themselves together. 2 rounds on this terrorist side when it was looking so bleak. Is this bomb going to go off? Are we having some GoTV lag right now? There we go. They are so close to this bomb right now. I was a little bit worried. Mur does get far enough away to only get chipped down a little bit. 2 AKs brought into the next round for Keyboard Warriors. Fighting Squirrels, though. They could force buy into this, and I would here. I have been criticizing force buys all around. They don't have the money for a huge one, but just some upgraded pistols. Play around this M4, put it in the hands of Liam, who has been your top fragger. Actually, Loff is the top fragger now, but both those players have looked incredibly strong. Dildos are going to pick up a set of armor and 1 flashbang over on AML. They're going to stack this bomb site, though, and this is luck in their favor, as most... okay. It did look like they were going for a little quick A rush there, but the bomb had been dropped, and I believe they've been heard out now. But they are getting aggressive. They are going through these A-halls. And they're going to back off, rotate some players over to Squeaky, where Mur's going to get 1, 2, and Randy's going to pick up the 3rd. Nick Noob, are you going to go hunting with this, try and do some more economic damage? Oh, yes he is, and he does get the frag. That'll be a free weapon for Loth if Loth wants to go over there and pick that up. Meanwhile, bomb is about to be planted. It is planted over on the B-bomb site. Keyboard Warriors looking to pick themselves up another round. And Nick Noob, interestingly enough, tries to go over there and pick up a frag or 2, but just does a little bit of chip damage before he goes down. Keyboard Warriors starting to close the gap. Definitely looking stronger on this T side. And the loss bonus is accrued enough for Fighting Squirrels to empty their coffers. Pick up AWP, it's going to be tossed around in confusion. It's going to make this a little bit of a slow play, but I'd expect Keyboard Warriors to slow play this too. And M4s in the hands of all the other players. Fair amount of utility. Looks like a boost is going to come up from Crazy S right now. There is a player that was spotted, or at least his tracers were spotted through the smoke, so they know he's going to be up on white box. Although, Nick Noob is going to get boosted up here in the vents. I don't know if he's heard. Dildos or Dave spots a player out in the smoke over there on B-halls. And suddenly, man, advantage in the hand of Keyboard, or in the hand of Fighting Squirrels. Oh, but Crazy Ass is going to answer that right back. Takes off Loff, who is holding over there on Z. AML spots up the player on Squeaky, backs off, as he is the only one holding mid right now. Dildos or Dave is going to tuck himself away at back of sight, where Nick Noob is there to hold up anyone aggressing. Nick Noob actually just jumped down and gets spotted out, feet shot by Pat F. Nick Noob tries to go through the smoke. He's going to reload a little bit early, interestingly enough. Does not know a second player is there quite yet. Flashbang's going to come out from a teammate. That's Dildos or Dave throwing that for him, but does not spot anyone out. The rest of these players for Keyboard Warriors, 50 seconds left in the round. They're going to rotate over through B-halls. Molotov is going to push Nick Noob back just a little bit, but they do flashbang themselves. Oh no, it's Dildos or Dave's. Quick Noob is going to get one of those. It's going to bring back player advantage to Fighting Squirrels. 38 seconds left, and one of these players pushing up into vents. That's AML. Auto Director, why'd you go third person? Auto Director, please. Auto, please. Pat F. Peeks around the corner, does some damage, but AML, Nick Noob, and I believe it was Dildos or Dave, are all going to get a quick kill in succession and put themselves up in the match point. That was a lot of words in a very short amount of time. My brain's a little frazzled. Alright, Fighting Squirrels don't have the money for a beautiful buy. Loft is going to be put onto that UMP, but aside from that, they're looking strong. Keyboard Warriors, they have one player lacking as well. Mur only has a Tech 9. But this team has done some pretty crazy thing with the Tech 9 so far. AML is going to flash himself in, spots out one player, Mace gets hit 2, but cannot get any kills. Crazy is going to put him down, and meanwhile, Mommy gets a frag elsewhere. That was over towards mid, I believe, as one player did look like they were getting aggressive over into garage. So, 2-man advantage. Keyboard Warriors stacking themselves over towards A. Does look like one of these players through Squeaky. He's going to try and squeeze a flash grenade through there, but I think he's actually going to second guess himself. There we go, we're going in. Execute has happened. Liam gets the first frag. Mur can't line up any of these shots. Quick Noob is going to back up his teammate, get that down. But 2 kills quickly answered back by Randy and Crazy. Auto Director, please. Dildos or Dave, 1v2 now. Horrible health there. That grenade could actually make this completely doable. And it does. Dildos or Dave gets the Kobe. 1v1. Crazy S has no health. However, Dildos or Dave, he just picked up a kit. Pre-firing all the angles, making Crazy Dave hectic, and that is going to be it. I believe he has time for this. That he does. The spray comes out. Fighting Squirrels going to win this 16-7. It just comes down to fighting squirrels. They lost some rounds they shouldn't have lost by slow playing some things, and their aim was just better, really. The tactics looked a little bit better for keyboard warriors over there on the T side, but you can't fight that. The aim is such an important factor in all maps, but especially on cache. It's just one of those puggy maps where you hold your angle and you do good. You can demolish smoke like set pieces and stuff like that. However, that will be it for me today. I do have a match to cast tomorrow, and I believe one on Thursday after that. But for the most part, this week is going to be pretty light, as DreamHack Masters is coming up, and I just want to sit back and relax and watch some professional level play. I want to say thank you to anyone joining me in chat tonight, and thank you to anyone watching the VOD. If you'd like your match casted, be sure to hit me up on Twitter or ESEA with a direct message, and I will try and accommodate you if it is possible. Take care, everyone. I will see you later.